Alright, everybody, we're back. Back again with Adam and more fun times for Mass Effect, and I think I'm going the right way.
I'm like herpes. You can't get rid of me all at once. Too soon?
Yeah, just a little
How'd
awkward
that doctor's appointment go, by the way?
The doctor brought me in and he talked to me and said I can't get no more herpes, so...
You already have all the herpes?
No, of course not. Look, Conrad Werner.
I am so honored to meet
There's actually a really neat fan theory floating around about this guy.
Oh?
My name is
Space Nazi?
No, he's actually an undercover agent for the council.
I spend most of the time trying to stay alive.
Yeah, you've been set up for Spectre status, so he's somebody who works with CSEC and the council to try and covertly vet how people act and if they were Spectre quality.
Anything for a fan. Here.
That's actually an interesting theory.
It gives a interesting a reason for his dopiness.
But next time
So
you're on Earth, I'd love to buy you a drink. Thanks again.
not a problem, dude.
That's actually a really interesting theory. I've never heard that before.
Yeah, it's just one of those floating around. I'm pretty sure it's absolutely false, and
I mean, I feel like it would have been built on at some point, otherwise.
right.
Doesn't he become a Spectre down the road?
No, I think he puts his hat in for Spectre status, but I don't think there's anything that comes of it.
I remember someone...
That's him.
Maybe it was the becoming Spectre status. And what is with this?
What do you mean?
Like this particular sequence here, where you're attacked outside of a club for no reason. I just always remembered it just random encounter right outside the club, which obviously affects no one that's inside the club for some reason.
Yeah, I know. Caden, why are you using an assault rifle? You can't use those. Actually, no, a shotgun would be very bad here. Right up until it becomes very, very good.
Damn. Go 0 to 60 quick in this one.
Yeah. I really, really need to get that regen kit.
Are you playing on normal mode or hard mode?
This is normal.
Okay.
No, if it were hard, I would have just been dead.
Did you ever beat Insanity mode?
No, I was going to do an Insanity run for this, but I decided, I'll instead try and do this with a friend, and then my friend bailed.
Which friend?
Jared. There's Harkin.
You gonna talk to the nice stripper?
Back off, Wrex. Fist told us to take you down if you showed up.
It is Fist!
What are you waiting
I told you!
Huh.
Standing right here. This is Fist's only chance.
Well, that's just annoying.
Smart, he'll take it. He's not coming out, Wrex. End of story. This story is
I was a little disappointed that they didn't have him as part of your crew in the second one, but I understood why.
Yeah, no, you meet him in the second, and it immediately becomes evident why.
Who knows?
Plus, I think Grunt came into his own fairly well, so...
Oh, he did. Don't get me wrong. I enjoyed the Grunt character, but I just really enjoyed Rex as well.
I could have been a Marine, you know. Instead, I joined the goddamn Citadel Security. Biggest mistake of my life.
Harkin, right? I was told you could help me find someone. A Turian CSEC officer named Garrus.
Garrus?
I know, I'm always me 50
One of
bucks.
Captain Anderson's crew. Poor bastard, still trying to bring Saren down, I know where Garrus is. You gotta tell me.
Who played
something
Harkin?
first.
I have no idea. I know he sounds really, really familiar, but I think he's just...
I gotta look this up. This is gonna drive me nuts.
Alright, fine, you look it up.
Looking it up.
Just tell me where Garrus is before.
You know what, don't waste my time.
But it's all
Well, fine, I
related,
won't look it up then.
see? The captain used to be a special.
No, I don't see. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to see why my foot is immediately in your ass.
First human ever given that honor, and then he blew it. Screwed up his mission so bad they kicked him out. Of course, he blames Saren. Says the tourists
Voice
set
actor
him
named
up.
Robert Jackson.
That sounds really familiar. What else has he done?
Scream 4, Scream 3, Scream 2. I don't know why they listed that out of order.
She runs the med clinic.
Anton Sokolov from Dishonored 2. He plays Mojo Jojo in the Powerpuff Girls. Holy crap.
Okay.
I'm out.
Teen Titans. He was Mojo Jojo. Why was Mojo Jojo in the Teen Titans? The Technomancer. Apparently, he plays a man or woman, I assume man, named Dandolo. Holy crap! He was in Star Ocean.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he plays Daryl Camus.
I don't remember him.
He plays Lawrence Hill from Fallout 4.
I've probably met him, but I don't know him.
Get this advertisement out of my face. IMDb, you
Find
jackasses.
Sean.
Anyway,
I don't remember getting this
so he was
much
in
charm.
Fallout
This
4.
one.
He played in Back to the Future as Cue Ball Donnie, I guess, or something like that.
Probably from like the 1950s.
It's
All right,
the video
that's
game.
enough. He's been in a lot. All right. Auto level.
This man has been in a lot of major productions.
Maybe it's not true.
Yeah, his IMDb page is pretty goddamn huge.
I gotta say, for someone I'm not 100% familiar with, this man has some serious qualifications listed.
Dude, that's like half of voice acting right there, man. You will not even hear about most of the things that they do.
So, yeah, much respect, sir.
Yeah, no. I've actually been looking into a bunch of voice actors because I have such a huge respect for what they do and how they do it. Just bringing a character to life with nothing but your own talents.
You just like the fart sounds, don't you?
No, it's not just that. Because there's kind of a hoopla right now in games about whether or not voice actors should receive parts of the residuals from game sales, like a larger section of the residuals from game sales.
Essentially, like they get paid for every copy sold as well.
Well, they do, but they're lobbying for a larger portion.
I remember hearing something about that. It's like the union of voice actors, or
Yeah, something like that. And Keeper.
beep boop.
But there's been a lot of sway on both sides of the aisle. Most of the people who are just voice actors primarily are saying that they do so much for the game, then they kind of
Let her go.
deserve a larger portion, which I agree with. But at the same time, there's a lot of people who are voice actors and actors who are saying, like, this is a very important thing, but at the same time, it's not like the biggest, and maybe you should kind of be happy with what you're getting, as opposed to some of like actors who get jack diddly after a movie's done. Which I can also see that, because they also bring up the point that if you start doing that, then you have to look into people who do the programming and the shading and the textures and how they do so much themselves to bring a game to life.
Well, they're not wrong. They do.
No, and it would be really unfair if the VO guys got way more than the people who literally brought the game to life.
So that's when you have to be careful about splitting hairs.
Right, and so there's a lot of really good points on both sides of this aisle, and
Perfect timing.
I understand both sides, and I really hope there's a...
What were you thinking? You could have hit the hostage.
That was really risky, Garrus.
I just reacted. I didn't mean to.
But I absolutely understand both sides of this conflict, and I
Thanks to you.
honestly think it's a huge, huge issue that hopefully gets resolved swiftly enough
I know
with
these men threatened you, but if you tell us
benefits
they
to
work
both
for us, we can
sides.
protect you.
They work for Feast. They wanted to shut me up, keep me from telling Garrus about the Quarian.
I'll have to look into that. I had
A few days ago,
only heard the bare
Quarian
bones on
came
it,
by
not
my
anything
house.
too in depth.
She'd been shot,
Yeah.
but she wouldn't tell me who did it.
The problem is it's got a lot of people that I enjoy and agree with on both sides. Phil Lamar is backing the idea that, you know what, it's okay if you don't get larger amounts of residuals because all of the other people who work unpaid overtime and put so much more into a game than just a voice, and I don't want to say that in a condescending way. Because voice acting is very,
he
very important.
He acknowledges that voice acting, while important, is a single focus thing.
Right.
Rather than a multi-focus and large... Well, not saying that. It's a multi-focus aspect when you're actually developing the game.
Right.
Even if
but
you're
on the other
sectioned
side
out
of
into
the
certain parts
aisle,
of it.
you have people like David Hayter and Jennifer Hale who say, yeah, it's one focus, but it's a hugely important focus, and a lot of times people do get injured doing this. Jennifer Hale has gone on record saying that she has lost her voice several times from doing like 30 or 40 takes of screams trying to get things right for stuff. And if you're put out of commission for a day, that's a day you're not working, and that's a day you're not getting a check. Let alone if you have to have that happen for multiple days.
Right.
This is your show, Shepard. But I want to bring Saren down as much as you do. I'm coming
So it really becomes...
You know, we aren't the only
It's going to be a tough argument.
It's a very tough argument, and I really hope it becomes resolved for all parties.
Yeah, we saw him in the bar.
A Krogan might come in handy.
Last I heard, he was at the CSEC Academy.
What's he doing there?
Okay, and C6
Fist
like just
accused him of
downstairs, so...
making threats. We brought Wrex in for a little talk. If you hurry, you can catch him at the academy.
Now, Wrex
before he
is the
leaves.
last person you get, isn't it?
Up here, yes. Depending on how you... Let's see, I will take Garrus and Caden. Alright, nice balanced squad there. Go ahead and level Garrus up.
That's one thing I'm glad they stuck with, was the level system and the traits and tiers and all that.
Yeah, no, I really like this, and I like how they refined it into a simpler, more, I don't want to say action-oriented, but it definitely just looks better.
They streamlined the process.
Yeah. Alright, codex.
Oh my god, the long hallways.
Hey, I'll take a long hallway over a long elevator ride. Besides, these hallways look really futuristic and crap, so...
So your answer is increase the length, make it tall, and neon.
Yes.
I have a movie for you to watch. It's called Blade Runner / Tron / something else from the 80s.
I love most of those, yes.
Well, my work here is done.
Seriously, Blade Runner is one of my absolute favorite movies. I'm kind of excited for Blade Runner 2049.
Wait, they're actually making one?
They are. They're finally making a sequel. It looks like they're gonna... It looks like they're gonna do an original-ish storyline where somebody else comes in as a new Blade Runner. Have you ever read the book, Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep?
No.
It's a
Weird.
tough slog. I'm not gonna lie.
Is it written by Isaac Asimov?
No, it's written by Philip K. Dick. And yeah, ha, Philip K. Dick.
You said Dick.
Shut up. There's a keeper up here, isn't there?
Not here per se. You have to go down to the left.
Are you sure? I thought it was over here.
That's what I just said. Down and to the left.
Oh, okay. All right, there we go.
See, the stairs that aren't going up are going
Yeah.
down.
We had this discussion. Go watch the other stuff. There's a discussion about stairs and ramps and shit.
Really?
Yeah.
God damn! Why am I always the last to get
saw
here?
you making threats in Fist's bar. Stay away from him.
I don't take orders from you.
This is your
He's
only
my
weakness.
man.
You should warn Fist. I will kill him.
You want
I
me
love
to
him so
arrest
much.
I want you
Rex?
to try.
Yeah, just his overall character design and aesthetic.
They definitely knocked one out of the park with the Krogan design.
No, they are super cool looking. I always look for which creature looks the most alien,
My name's
and the
Shepard.
Krogans
Going
definitely
after
hit that mark really hard.
What about the Elcor?
The Elcor are good, but I can't have one with me.
I've heard a lot about
so I don't really get a chance to see how they look and interact. Versus here, you can see like the lower lip become its mouth, more or less.
I got you.
It resembles like a bipedal turtle almost.
My people have a saying: seek the enemy of your enemy.
This is what the turtle should have looked like in the new movie.
I think we're gonna get along just fine, Rex.
Let's go. I hate to keep Fist waiting.
I could see it.
Yeah, I mean, he could totally be Raphael.
I don't know. I'm not a super fan of the version of the Turtles that was made in the new Michael Bay film. Only
you and everybody else.
Only in the sense of the face section. But the overall look and aesthetic of them, I actually liked.
Body design and aesthetics-wise, it was pretty cool.
Oh, you're not C-Sec, are you? Did you want something?
I will say this, I'm sorry we never got to see the L-Core mounted cannons.
Yeah, no, that was something that was really cool that I wish they had touched up in. Who knows, maybe in Andromeda.
How do you know?
Dude, that'd be sweet. I know we got to see the Volus ships tear ass into somebody.
When?
In number 3.
Where?
Every single fleet got together, even the Volus. Especially the Volus, actually, because they were the technology masters.
I don't remember this.
I'm pretty sure that they were like half of the kick-ass that was going on in space.
Well, I know that they're a severely underappreciated batch of the Mass Effect alien status, because they basically helped found the idea of an intergalactic credit and monetary system that everyone relies on. They established one of the oldest consulary slots on the Citadel and helped put together the way the galaxy's monetary infrastructure runs. So the fact that they don't have a council seat really kind of speaks about the volumes of blatant racism that the council is.
That's the guy who wanted us to scam the keep.
Is it racism or is it elitism? Because I feel like racism would have to be coupled with, systematic, for lack of a better way to put it, just hatefulness that's going about. While the Volus aren't necessarily, given props or support or upliftings or anything, they never really touch on them being just out and out prejudiced against. I don't even think prejudice is a word, so I apologize if it's not. The point is, you don't hear about, horrible, awful things happening strictly to
Oh my god, so many stairs!
That's how you stay in shape and fit in that unitard. Stairs for days.
Garrus, stop standing on their stuff. Let's see, no, that's the next mission for the reporter. Whoops.
Oh, where you have to go back up here?
Yeah, there's another mission for the reporter that I met that wants the data from Fist.
Yeah. That's not for a while yet.
Yeah. Alright. Give it a couple more minutes. And
walking through the empty hallways and the long elevators, it feels like that 7-hour flight that's waiting for me back to the island.
Yeah. We're gonna stop here and we're gonna jump to the next episode so that way people don't have to watch the elevator ride down. So we'll see you back here next time, everybody.